back with another.
We're not back yet.
Not yet?
I'm not in position.
Oh, yeah. Get yourself positioned.
I have to be positioned. Getting there. Let me turn this off so it doesn't fart in the middle.
Don't have any fart noises.
No, we can't have that.
Seems very unprofessional.
That's right, I said it. Sounds. Should I put the fan on?
This one above us?
Yeah.
Sure.
All right.
Whole podcast's going to sound like it's in outer space. Oh, that's nice.
Feel good?
It's like a nice
Feel
tropical
nice.
breeze.
Feel good?
Now we're good?
I think we're good now.
Talking on Toilets 20.
Number 20. Holy shite.
It's unbelievable. We've officially outnumbered our subscribers.
Some say it couldn't be done.
That's right.
But it's all about stick-to-itiveness.
That's right. Gumption. Isn't that what they call it?
Mm-hmm.
We got gumption. We got stupid enough to stay on as long.
Stupid enough to stay on.
That's what somebody said. Well, they didn't say stupid enough. They were like, you guys are consistent. You're on every week.
There you go.
I'm like, lots of things are on every week.
You show up.
Yeah. It's like getting a good C in gym or class.
Man. Come on now.
We'll get there. We're going to say something at one time, controversial or not. They're going to be like, oh, those guys. You know, listen to those clowns. They finally got something to say.
These two.
But,
These dudes. So what's up? What's going on?
Me?
I don't know. Whatever you got. What do you got on your paper?
I've reached a new level of dislike.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
hate.
We're going
I didn't think I'd be able to.
So dark.
I think it was topped.
We're so dark.
I thought it was topped off.
Uh-huh.
But I've noticed something. I've reached a new level.
Okay.
Cue the Pantera. But do you find as you're older now, not as young as we once was, that your time is limited, right? Your social time is limited.
Sure.
I mean, work time is work time. Fuck
Because you
that.
got responsibilities.
Right. So when you have a social time, you want to make the most of it.
Of course.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm sure you can figure out where this is all going. But it's all about the hang at that point, right?
Yeah.
So you don't want to hang out with terrible people.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that's the thing.
It puts a drain on that situation. Like, you're hanging out with a terrible person in this whole setting. You're like, ugh. Like, you just want everybody to be calm. You want everybody just to be a dude, right? Just hang out, be a dude. Don't do anything silly. Mm-hmm. Or do something silly, but do it in the context of cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And when you can't hang, right?
That's the sound you make while you're biting your tongue.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, let's take a silly example. I mean, I'm sure you can draw your own conclusions, but let's say me, you, a couple of guys were hanging out, right? Mm-hmm. And we were like, these four guys over there, they want to challenge us to a circus.
Okay.
Okay, so we get in a little huddle, and we're like, okay, circus versus circus. And I go, well, you know what? I don't know, fire eat. This guy over here can throw knives.
All right. Who's going to be the seal that does this?
Chico can blow the horns. and you, Tim, you're a juggler.
All
and
right.
the first thing you say is, I'm a master juggler. What? You got it wrong. You're a juggler. Master juggler.
Okay.
Right there. Screws the whole thing up. It's like, it's in your title already, juggler. No reason for you to tell me you're a master juggler.
But what if you're the master?
But I don't need to know that. In the context of this...
I think you do.
No.
I think you do.
So as soon as I hear you say, I'm a master juggler, I don't need to hear that.
If you were a boxer...
Right.
And somebody else was a world champion boxer, they should be like, no, I'm the champ.
It depends on the context.
Okay.
Okay? Let's say, same situation, right? And you're the world champ, right?
Right. But everybody knows that.
Yeah. Well, everybody in this group knows you're the world champ. You're the best boxer we've had.
Gotcha.
And all of a sudden, across the bar, one of those guys want to fight. They say they want to fight one of us. Grab Tim. He's the boxer. Are you going to go, world champion boxer? No. You're going to say, I got it. and you can take care of the business,
Okay.
and you can come back.
I would still say I'm the champ.
After you beat that person to death, you could say you're the champ. But we already know you're the champ.
Right.
No reason to remind us.
I got you.
You want to tell him when you go over there, you sure you want to do this? I'm the champ.
Right.
And he says, I don't care. I don't know where you're from. Whatever. That's a different story. But when you're in your circle.
Well, if he was the real champ, everybody would know it, right?
Of course.
Like if you were whoever
Right.
holds the whatever title,
Whatever it is, right.
a good portion of the world knows who that person is.
Right. Of course.
Right. And if you mess around with that person, you
Right.
get what you get.
But
Right.
but in the context, or even in the
So if you're just hanging out with your buddies and somebody's like, I'm master drinker or whatever.
right, and then
Like,
you're
stupid.
or better yet, we're all hanging out.
You don't like people blowing their own horn. Is that what you're saying?
I don't like that at all.
Okay.
You could blow your horn if you're trying to impress somebody on the other side of the wall.
If I could blow my own horn.
Ooh, we'd be making a lot of money. Only fancy
That's
you go.
right.
Tim the Armadillo. You'd be an armadillo,
Wait, warming up.
right? When you be an
Gotta
armadillo,
do my exercise.
when you be an armadillo, you just or like one of them potato bugs just rolling around.
Do you think an armadillo sucks his own dick?
I would hope so. Not
If you're gonna,
yeah,
if you're gonna get in that position, you might as well get something out of
go
it.
all the way.
Right. Because
Right.
you do it for protection, right?
Right.
So this could be your last moments on Earth.
That's right. I'm going out. I'm going
You
out.
might as well go out with a
swinging.
smile.
Right. Even the same thing. But even if we were in a group, because you're hanging out and you're not trying to do anything but hang out,
Mm-hmm.
and we're talking to somebody and you go to me, hey, you own your own business. And I go, excuse me? You own your own business. CEO. What?
I see that all the time, like on people's Facebook profiles.
Oh, God.
They'll be like, CEO of Amy's Plant Supply.
Right.
Like, we got it. You own the business. You're not a CEO of shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, and then, okay, so let's say we get past the point of you finally saying, I'm the Master Juggler, I'm the Master Juggler, I'm the Master Juggler.
Right.
You don't have to bring it up an hour later. We already heard it.
Gotcha.
I think that as we get older, that ruins the hang.
Dickiness?
Yeah, like, just be a dude. just be whatever. Be a person.
Yeah, whatever it is. If somebody's, like, fucking up your vibe, then they gotta go.
Right.
Right. But the problem is they always have a friend that you like,
Right.
and they always drag the asshole along.
Right. And you all
Gotcha.
stare going, does he not see? Do you not see it?
Dude, I've been saying that for years, decades,
Yeah.
about a lot of people.
Oh, yeah. Do you not see it? And they just like shoots over their head. It's weird.
Yeah, I just don't think people are that, you mother...
Now it's an ice cream truck, not farts?
That's my,
Wakey, wakey?
wakey.
Go ahead. It's not.
What do you call that? Discriminating taste? They don't have
Right.
it? You know, they're just like, whatever, I'll hang out with whoever.
Right. That was Zappa, right? No accounting for taste.
I guess.
That's what he said when they were talking about music.
Yeah, he was right.
Yeah. There
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, some people they'll just do anything.
Right. They go with that person. They hang out
It's
with that
all good,
person.
right.
Maybe they see them as they used to see them. You know what I mean? Maybe they were dealable with. You deal with them.
Right.
And they got worse, but you still see them in the light when they were dealable.
Maybe
right?
they think that person's the master juggler.
Maybe. But if
And
those
they
sort of
become like those, you ever see those really bad karate videos where a guy will be like, and
Yeah.
the dude jumps back like he got...
like Seagal or
yeah,
Elvis,
Yeah. Yeah.
good one, King.
Yeah, like
Good looking.
everybody has to be in on the joke, right?
Right.
Yeah, it's WWE.
And then who's
basically.
the? And I guess if the one guy isn't in on it, he's the dick. He's the right.
Right.
If
yeah.
if the posse is like, "Way to go, King," and the one dude's like, "What?"
Yeah.
You're the dick. All of
Sure.
a sudden, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So I think maybe that's the same way, right? Everybody puts up with the dickiness, and you go, "That guy's a dick," and you go, "You're the dick."
It's a cult
He kind of
of
right.
sorts, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I could buy that, sort of.
Yeah, because if you're the phony martial arts guy,
Right.
just for example, and some real guy or professional fighter comes in and mops the floor with you
Right.
in front of your entire dojo, they still look at you as real fighter as the dick guy. They still follow.
Right.
It's a cult.
You don't
right?
think it would
they
just-
don't get exposed.
It wouldn't break the cycle.
maybe like a portion of it would break off, but the brainwashing's already there, right?
Right. Well, you hope it's not on that hard of a level when it comes to friends. Or
I think it is. I think it's really hard for people to break things off.
Sure, and things.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
There's a whole there's a whole thing about that. I forget what TV show had that with the can't break up with your friends.
Yeah, I don't know what that's like because I do it all.
Yeah, it's just like gotta go.
That's why I have no friends.
You gotta go.
Yeah.
I think you know why we're here. But it's like, it's just that portion of humanity when you're older, just it's draining, right?
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to do things. You don't usually want to do things because you get curmudgeon-y a little bit, but then you do want to do things because you're with your friends, and then somebody's going in there just swinging annoyance around like a freaking baseball bat, and you're like, ugh.
Yeah. Yeah, you just can't throat chop people the way you used to be able to.
Right.
See, that's a damn shame.
I'm watching, what was the shows I'm watching? Yellowstone?
Yeah.
They throat chop everybody.
Yeah,
Everybody gets punched in the throat. I think it's the funniest thing in the world.
Yeah.
I guess that's a cowboy thing.
It's like being old school, right?
Right.
Like everybody gets checked.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not the way things are anymore.
Yeah. Watching two guys.
Well, that's the whole premise of the show, right?
Right.
It's the old versus the new.
Right. And Cowboys versus Indians.
Well, same.
Man.
Same.
Well, there's two fights, right? It's Cowboys versus Indians, and then modern versus tradition.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, it's never.
So the guy in the middle's fighting two fights. He's the Alamo,
Sure.
like they say. He's the Alamo.
Well, everybody's fighting two fights.
Right.
Because the new is trying to
Take everything.
get on this side or get on that side to get their thing. So
Yeah, it's an interesting show. Did you
it's a
watch
love
all
triangle.
of it? Did you watch all of it?
Yes.
I didn't watch all of it yet, but I'm watching it. It's better. I didn't think it was
Check
going to be
out.
good.
Check it out.
I'm on like 4th season.
It's good.
I wasn't expecting to like a cowboy show.
But it's basically Western Sons of Anarchy.
Right. I thought Western Game of Thrones.
Same. They're all the same thing.
Just because of the intro music.
Okay.
The sounds and all the pictures reminded me of Game
Whoever
of
that
Thrones.
guy is that writes that music, he keeps spitting out the same song for everybody.
It's
and the intro is the same, the graphics are the same.
The guy Tommy Tedesco, he was a studio guitar player.
Mm-hmm.
He would come to school and do what the hell's the word?
Seminar?
There you go. And he said that, yeah. He goes, I knew one flamenco riff. He played a flamenco, and they said, yeah, I need that for a Western. And he just played the same exact thing, slower. Same guy.
Yeah.
I need a Western. Okay, you got it.
Just
I need
different key.
Yeah, I need a medieval. Oh, you got it. I got it. But it's an interesting show, and it's hilarious. You can watch that show and see who's not an actor and who's a cowboy for real, because they can't act.
Right. Right.
So, but it is. I like it.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good show, man.
I mean, maybe that's a better way to deal with your friends, right? They beat the hell out of each other, and then they forget about it.
It's definitely used to be a dude thing. That's for sure.
Sure.
You know, people would just
Go outside.
You go out, you settle it, and then it's over, right?
Mm-hmm.
And hopefully somebody learned a lesson along the way.
Nobody came back with a gun to shoot everybody.
No.
Right. But that's the thing. You know, then you really probably look like the dick. You decide to punch the guy who's the master juggler in the mouth. And then everyone's like, what are you, a dick, man?
He's not the master punch blocker.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Use your balls to block this.
Yeah. Probably should have taken up a different skill.
He's closer to a clown than a juggler, but
There you go. Maybe he should be the one blowing the horns like a seal.
is that the only thing you remember from the circus? Is the seal? I don't even know if that was that real? I only saw it at SeaWorld, I think. I don't think I ever saw it.
I only
in
saw it
circus.
in cartoons.
I saw it at SeaWorld.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember going. You never went to the circus?
No.
The Ringling Brothers up in Madison Square Garden or whatever?
Mm-mm.
I went once, I think. Yeah, once. Not twice, once.
I used to go to a lot of WWF
Oh, yeah?
back in the day when it was WWF.
Oh, probably because of Woodbridge High, right?
No, I mean at the Garden.
Oh, yeah?
When it started getting bigger.
Like with your
I would
family?
see it at Woodbridge High, Spotswood High, Highland Park High School.
Your family liked it?
I don't know.
Or who'd you go with? I'm saying family or friends?
Yeah, well,
That's what I mean.
I was like 8 years old. I had to go with family.
Okay. I didn't know if, like, Like a
I don't know
friend.
if they liked it,
Right.
but they paid for the tickets.
Right. I
They
don't know
took
if
us.
you were the one to say, "Come on, let's go see this," or a group or somebody else you knew was like, "Come on."
I don't
let's
know
see
how
it."
it worked. I don't know if maybe
Yeah.
they just saw me watching it.
Right. My mom was always good for bringing us
But
to
I
do
saw
stuff.
the old dudes like Bruno Sammartino and
Mhm.
Andre Giant.
Were they in black and white
No, they were in color at that point.
in person? They were in color.
Like that. What's that? That one skit that in Living Color, that one woman was always in black and white.
Yeah.
She would talk like she's from a 1940s movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Right.
saw all those guys. Bob Backlund, and
Right.
then when it got to the Garden, it was like Dusty Rhodes versus superstar Billy Graham in a cowbell match.
Had to put it around the guy's head or had to hit him with it.
Well, it was a piece of rope. They each were tied to the rope. Or maybe it was around the waist, I don't remember.
Right.
And there was a cowbell in the middle. So if you got to the middle and you got the cowbell, you could beat the shit out of the guy.
That's great.
Yeah, they were all bloody. Yeah.
I don't understand. Like, I never really was into it. Like, my nephew was into it. And we took him once to see the newer with The Rock and all those guys.
Yeah.
And we sat, it was so crowded at the Meadowlands, we sat above the scoreboard. Like the scoreboard for the hockey matches.
Yeah, yeah.
And our seats were above it. You can see the dust on top of the thing. That's how high up. He didn't care. He loved every minute of it.
Yeah.
He'd yell, The Rock yelling.
Nice.
It was funny. I mean,
What's
I-
The Rock cooking?
yeah,
Is that
his
thing?
eyebrow, big eyebrow.
Yeah.
But I used to see what's his name every once in a while in Bridgeport. I used to see George Animal Steel, like
Nice.
as a civilian,
Yeah, yeah.
it's wandering. I saw him.
Costco.
Yeah, you see one.
Yeah.
You know, we used to see is what's his name is Mr. T.
Yeah.
He used to drive the van, the A-Team van.
Around Bridgewater?
Watchung, I think it was. Yeah, we saw him up
Okay.
there. I think he was up there. Yeah, he had his own AT&T van,
Nice.
the A-Team van.
Nice. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. I mean, if you were a Duke boy and you didn't drive around in a General Lee, you're a douche.
he doesn't. Drives a Jaguar.
He's a dick.
My buddy was working on his car. My buddy works up at a dealership up in North Jersey. He's like, well, first he's like, hey, Ace Frehley's here. I go, what? He's sleeping in my waiting room.
Nice.
What are you doing? He goes, I don't know, because I'm always putting tires on this thing. He hits a lot of curbs. He said when he gets in Ace Frehley's car, though, he has to put one hand on the volume and one hand on the ignition because the radio's always on 10, and it's
Yeah.
always playing Ace Frehley music.
Nice.
And he's like, so he and then he said the next day he was like, hey, Tom Wopat's here. I'm like, Bo Duke? He's like, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And the next day he takes a picture of all these tomatoes. He goes, Bo Duke gave me tomatoes. I was like,
Nice.
that's awesome.
Yeah, he was Luke Duke, wasn't he?
Luke? I don't know. Was that
He was a
Luke?
dark-haired guy, right?
Yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah.
Luke? I don't know.
Yeah.
Whichever. That one. The
Mhm.
singer guy. Wasn't he? Well, they both were singers, right? Didn't they both try to sing? I think so.
I don't know. If you were in Starsky and Hutch, wouldn't you want to drive that car?
Sure.
Of course.
Learn to slide across the hood?
Yeah. Think Hasselhoff has a kit?
He's got to.
He's got to, right?
He probably sits in one of those lifeguard chairs, too. He's watching TV in his living room.
Nice.
Yeah, why wouldn't you take those kind of sets home, right? You think Marty McFly had a
DeLorean?
DeLorean?
He could.
I mean,
I just saw a video of him playing guitar with Coldplay.
how?
Um,
That had to be tough.
no, he was doing the Johnny B. Good thing,
Without the
like he
shaking?
did in Teen Wolf or whatever it was.
Without the shaking?
Well, his head was like kind of
Yeah, because he's in. The thing I just.
doing his
Right, I just saw.
like Quasimodo, sort of.
Ring the bell. I seen him like some special with him. He looked like he was in pretty bad shape.
Yeah, I wonder the maybe because you're constantly moving your fingers, it doesn't affect it, or maybe it doesn't affect your extremities.
Like people
that.
that stutter and they can sing all of a sudden.
I guess.
Makes the mind go do some more work or something. Slows down the brain somehow.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. He
I
was
don't know, but he was playing.
he was great in Larry Sanders Show
Nice.
or Larry Sanders. So what's it? Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Oh, okay.
When he's his upstairs neighbor.
I didn't see it.
Oh, watch that episode.
Okay.
Stomping around in boots.
I don't like that guy.
You know?
No.
Okay. Larry David.
Neither of them.
That's Larry David. Oh, you don't like Michael J. Fox either?
Fuck him.
Oh, wow. That's rough.
I don't care.
What do he do to you?
I don't know. He's just always kind of like a annoying, wormy guy.
Because he was a cocky, successful young actor.
No, it's got nothing to do with that. That's who he is in life, right?
Right.
I don't know. It's just his acting. He was always kind of like a...
Smarmy.
It's just kind of...
Know-it-all.
A weenie.
Not a big fan of weenies?
No. No, I don't like them.
Not even ballpark Franks? They're delicious.
Right.
Michael...
Who'd you like more, the Fonz or fucking Richie?
Oh, the Fonz.
Of course. Right.
Arnold.
Or Potsy.
No.
You don't want to be Ralph Mouth?
No.
No, of course not.
I like the Arnold.
Arnold. Or Al. Wasn't he Al?
Al was
the first guy?
The first guy was Al, and then Arnold took over.
Yeah.
Mr. Miyagi took over.
That's right.
Yeah, why? I mean, but like the Fonz, I don't know, I think he was that cool.
When I was 7.
I mean, he's like 40 living above a garage. Probably need to get his life together.
He was doing all right.
Think so?
Yeah, he
Was
was
he
getting ass.
Is he a mechanic? Right? That was his gig.
Yeah, I think so.
Right. Living above Cunningham's house.
Free food?
Think he showed Mrs. Cunningham the business?
Probably.
Because that
No, her clan was tight.
Not really. She had 3 kids. You never saw the other kid, the older brother. He went off to war or something.
Really?
Chuck?
Chuck?
I don't remember. I think it might have been Chuck. I think I'll always look it up. But there was an older brother. I don't know if he was ever actually... I think he might have been like one of the first episodes. It's funny, when we watched that was in reruns already. We were watching reruns of that show. 70s?
I don't think so.
I think so.
You might have been.
70s?
You're like 2 years younger than me.
70s?
70s.
Right, but that show came out in the 60s.
No, it didn't.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Go to the videotape.
Oh, we're going here, are we?
Happy days.
I'm putting on my eyeglasses.
We'll see what it has to say.
Oh, these make it worse. What does that say about my vision?
It's all.
The glasses make
it's all for
1974,
Ah,
bruh.
son of a... Why I watched it in reruns.
See?
Yeah.
How many seasons was this bad
I thought it
boy?
was 60s. Damn it.
No.
I mean, no. Why are you so condescending? You gotta click on it first.
Where is it?
Right there.
Can't say I got the pole in the way.
Get the pipe in the
I
way.
have to look over here. No, I need the glasses because it's up close.
74. 74 to 78 it looked like.
So maybe 4 seasons?
Probably, right? But they had longer seasons, right, back then?
Yeah.
Yeah, you sound like Al now. Yep.
Yeah. I just need the apron.
160-something episodes? 170 episodes?
11 seasons.
What?
That's what it says, dude.
That would put him in the 80s.
Yeah.
I don't... They had new episodes in the 80s? When is
Yes,
that when he
dude.
jumped the shark and all that? Is
Yeah.
that 80s?
Yeah.
I think this timeline's way off.
I don't think so. Where was that? 84
Wow.
was it as the end.
Wow.
Yeah, so you saw it first run.
Must have. Some of it.
Yeah. There you go.
Wow. Another fact.
I always think about showing my kids some of those old shows to see if they'd like them.
Any reaction, right?
Well, I'd have to actually do it.
Right.
I think the only thing that I showed them that they liked was Captain Caveman. Yeah, they didn't appreciate much.
They didn't
else.
appreciate the airplane races? You remember the airplane
Catch
races?
That Pigeon?
Yeah. Stop that pigeon.
That's one of my favorites.
That was great.
Yeah.
Or the Olympics. Remember they used to have the Olympics?
Yep, the Animal Olympics.
Remember they used to do that with People on Channel 7? The Network Stars thing?
Battle of the Network Stars. Yep.
Wow.
I remember all that shit, sure.
We were... You think about the glut of entertainment we have
Ripley's
now.
Believe It or Not was around that time.
Or Impossible. What was it called? Not Mission Impossible. What was it called? Impossible. And that's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
The glut of shows we have now compared to then, right? Like that was TV. Like that was a big thing, probably.
Sure.
Like if somebody
Well,
came,
there was only a couple channels.
right, but still, I mean, I wonder how many, if in comparison now to then, how many things were thrown out back then? Because it cost a lot of money. You didn't have a lot of resource.
Not a lot. That's why a lot of crap ended on TV.
Right, but well, it was less writing probably. But is more accepted now because like you go to, from the top.
Throwing things out is more accepted now.
They're not throwing them out. Like they go to the first level, right, and they go to the biggest people that can make it TV, right, and then it just keeps whittling down. What
do you mean in terms of actors?
To get to get it to even be made.
Okay.
Like when you had to make a TV show back then, let's say 10 scripts came in, 3 were made, right? Because it was a lot of money to make anything.
Okay.
Film and all. Now, it doesn't cost a lot of money to make them. I mean, it costs a lot of money for actors and probably sets and stuff. But to make a TV show now probably doesn't cost nowhere near as much as it used to, right? You don't have to process film. You don't have to color correct and stitch.
Right.
So it's like, are more things accepted now to be made than then? Because you had to really figure out what you wanted to put on tape. Whereas now, even at the lowest form, all right, we'll give you $10,000 to make your show, and we'll put it on our website. That's got to be out, That's probably the lowest, or probably even lower than that. These people that do
You're saying
GoFundMe
they'll
and
just
stuff.
pump out anything now?
I think so. I think there's more shit on TV now. The stuff we watched was bad, but there was less of it.
I don't know.
No? With all these on-demand channels?
I don't pay attention to TV because I don't really like much that's on there.
Right.
It seems like it's all reality shows and different versions of CSI.
Yeah, that's true.
And like sitcoms now they're terrible.
So, yeah,
Like I won't even bother.
They're unwatchable.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll get a good one on Netflix.
Different though.
Right.
Less rules.
That's what I mean.
But regular TV rules.
Right. So you think we're going to lose TV altogether after the strike? It's going to be full of game shows and reality shows?
Well,
And the news?
I don't know. I mean, if they let AI run shows,
Right. They're going to be pretty bad.
or they could be awesome, or they could be the same.
It's going to be the same thing over and over again.
Yeah, we don't know.
Right.
Yeah.
It's going to be, well, I mean, if they have AI write all these scripts, I don't know if it's going to actually be good. I mean, it writes well, but is it going to be good? You know what I mean?
There's a lot of stuff that's on TV now that's not good. It's written by humans, so why would they care?
We'll give the robot a shot
Yeah.
and have one person correct it.
Or not.
Right.
Whatever it says, you do.
So I wonder if it'll be like some kind of weird loophole, like we're not hiring writers, we're hiring computer programmers to program AI. You know
Do
what I
you
mean?
even have to?
Well, why are they all on strike?
I don't think you have to program. I think you just type it into.
Well, they call it that. All of a sudden, he's typing, he's a writer. You know what I mean? Oh, he's dealing with computers, he's a programmer. You know what I mean? Loopholes, I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because they're not getting paid as it is.
What they need to do is replace actors.
With robots?
So anything.
Holograms?
Just holograms. Well, I guess wouldn't somebody have to act that out if it was a hologram?
Yeah.
So you basically still need an actor.
We just went with acapella, reverse acapella.
There you go. Oh, I got heartburn.
Them Schnitzengrubens?
The coffee.
Well, if you're chewing on grinds, yeah.
No, coffee messes me up.
Are you actually brewing it, though? Are you chewing it or brewing?
It's at the bottom.
But you didn't make it. It's a cold
What do you
brew.
mean make it?
Like, put it in a coffee machine.
What's the difference? It's just hot water on grounds.
So you put hot water on grounds on that, too?
I throw... Here's
I know
what
you
do.
normally do, but I'm saying, but isn't it... Jesus.
Fucking guy. I take a scoop, I put it in the bottom of this, I take the hot water, I throw it in there, I mix it up, and it's done. That's brewed.
I know that, but I'm saying is... put a strainer in it or something.
Why?
I don't know.
It's all at the bottom. It settles.
Maybe you are. Maybe you're a cowboy. Maybe you're a Dutton.
Yeehaw.
Giddy up.
Could you live like that? Could you live in the bunkhouse with the boys playing cards every night and drinking?
At 20 something, yeah. Not like the old guy. I don't think at 60.
Yeah, what kind of life is that?
Being a cowboy?
Like that old dude.
Right. He had nothing else. That was his life. What do you get paid?
Fucking move,
What do you think you get paid?
idiot.
What do you get paid? Yeah, but if you move, you lose your job.
Get a different job.
What can
something else.
What can you do at that point? Work at Tractor Supply?
I don't know, man. It's like
You couldn't be a cowboy for a little while?
a very little while.
Out there mending fence, riding fence, whatever the Eagle said.
Can I live in the city but travel out there? I don't want to live on the ranch. I'll visit on the weekends.
You would do the 3 a.m. commute because you're starting at 4.
Or the other. Yeah, see, that's the problem, right?
Right. You're there.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could do all the killing.
Can I take a helicopter in?
Well, they have one. I don't know if they let you borrow. They're always going around in a helicopter.
Yeah, see,
Notice-
it's too far out. There's like I don't want to
Yeah, they have. What would they have? Like,
just live with 7 people.
didn't it? Like the real world? That show. It's on
Yeah,
TV.
sure.
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
I bet you that was a budget.
But even the real world, they got to interact with the rest of the world.
Right.
Out there, they're just stuck with the
Yeah,
cows.
because they have 200,000 acres or whatever they have, right?
Yeah, I don't need that.
You think that was a budget cut? Notice that there's no Yellowstone helicopter anymore after the first couple seasons.
Maybe they didn't need it.
It's the budget cut.
Now he's got the governor's helicopter, right?
I guess they got everybody. It's
I would think they're making more money now than they did in the beginning.
you would think, right? It's hard
Yeah.
to tell.
Oh, well, they could have cut it because now all the actors want a pay increase, right?
The writers, actors haven't said anything. Oh, for the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably because it was successful. But it's
Yeah.
like weird borderline, right? Because it wasn't on TV, right? It was only on streaming. I think that's where all these weird gray areas come in. Like, I wonder if they pay streaming people less. They probably don't pay Kevin Costner less because he's a big dude. But
Right.
everybody else in that cast wasn't anybody, right?
Trying to think who else was in it.
Nobody. There was a guy from Lost. I saw him. He was the guy that lived next to him that they threw the rattlesnake on. He was part of that group buying land.
Yeah, I don't think I know anybody else in that
Right.
except the old lady who's like in charge of the group that's trying to make the airport.
Right. I thought that was Sally Struthers. Or whoever that is.
She looks like her.
Right. It's not her.
but I've seen her in other things.
Right.
And the main Indian guy I've seen in other things.
Right. They're all real Indians, I think. Because you never heard a complaint
Could
that.
be.
Well, I never saw a complaint like, oh, you're not using Indian actors. Now they complain. You're not using Chinese actors. You're not using Asian actors. You're not using black actors.
Right.
They're probably all real American Indian, Native Americans, and they're probably because I never
sense.
seen
Why
them get
not?
grief though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They get grief for everything. People look to give grief for everything. I never seen any grief about that show.
Oh, you're so negative.
I'm not negative. It's the people. I don't care if you're green and you're playing a red character. I don't give a paint them. I don't care.
I miss all those shows where people were painted.
Right. They probably. I wouldn't have those people. You would.
Prosthetics and stuff.
Right. Fake rubber nose.
It's acting. Isn't that what they?
Yeah.
Isn't that what you're supposed to do?
It's all part of
Supposed
the
to
gig,
act-
right?
Yeah.
Well, I think that paint was killing people too, or could kill you. It was on too long. Like the gold finger and all that. People were painted because your pores are all filled in with paint.
You just can't paint everything.
Besides the blowhole, I think you paint the
Yeah.
arms and. Probably not enough to kill you for acting.
Yeah, but I mean, like, even when they did stuff like, who was that? He played, like, Fu Manchu or something. Or what was that? It was a Chinese detective, like, way back.
Green Hornet?
No, before that. Green Hornet was, Bruce Lee was the sidekick.
Right.
No, the guy was the number one son guy.
Hong Kong Phooey?
No.
Number one super guy?
The Master Super guy.
Um,
I don't remember. It doesn't matter.
but it was a Chinese
It was a white
detective
dude.
playing
Yeah,
Chinese.
he had like the long mustache. He had his eyes pulled back,
Wow.
probably taped. Yeah,
Right. That's a little far.
sure. And then you'll see like John Wayne. He's whatever,
Yeah.
painted up, or you know.
Yeah. Well, look at Johnny Depp was Tonto.
Yeah, but it's acting. So
Right. Well, then see, they complained about well, it was like double complaints, right? They complained that Elizabeth Taylor was Cleopatra.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a big stink, right? Now, of course, it wasn't a big stink in the 60s or whenever they made it, right? So they remade it, and they made Cleopatra black. So now all the Egyptians
right,
are mad at her for that.
Sure.
It's like, just let it go. If the person's acting, they're acting. Suspend it for a little while. I mean, she called it a documentary or something. Maybe that was the problem. Whoever directed it.
Right.
You call it that, but if it's acting, it's acting. I mean, like they say, you can't have a serial killer be a serial killer, right? That's not right. Who had that?
Serial killers need jobs too.
Who had that joke? Was that Burr? I waited my whole life, got hit by that rock, hoping I'd be an invalid from. Like, I was talking
I don't
about.
know what you're talking about.
Bill Burr had a bit about a guy in a wheel. You know, they were talking about that, not using how dare they use somebody who's not handicapped
Okay.
to be an actor that's handicapped.
Right.
And that was Burr. When I hit my head on the bottom of that pool, I knew one day I'd be an actor.
Nice.
It was funny. It's kind of funny. I don't know the whole bit, but that's the gist.
I got you.
You got it.
I get it.
But we got off. So would you do the Old West? Would you couldn't live like that for like a month, like an odd jobs thing? But you see what happens when you get there, though, right? You saw like when you leave, they shoot you and they throw you over a cliff.
That's right.
So you're there. You're there.
What do they say? They take you to the station?
Yeah,
or
take you to the
something?
train station.
Yeah.
See, like those guys, but I guess that depends on how much you see, right? If you don't see anything bad, they just whatever. You can't hack it. But once you're in to the bad stuff, once they give you the old the brand,
Yeah.
which is kind of screwed up too.
To get branded.
Think that hurts?
What do you think?
If they said you're
Let's
getting
try it. I'll put a butter knife on the stove.
no, you can't brand steel. First of all, you need a welder. But
Let's test that theory.
no, let's just go with it. Do you think so they brand the guy, right? And then he's in there for life, like the mafia kind of thing, like he's jumped
Why don't we
in.
get branded? We'll get like how you have the swirl for the Talking on Toilets logo?
Yeah.
Let's just get a swirl.
You first. But
What's your level of commitment, dude? Come on.
not that much. Holy crap. It's like guys who get tattoos in a band. Like a local band.
Yeah.
Let's all get our name tattooed. Let's all get the band logo.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead. You first.
Like you getting your girlfriend's tattoo.
Or boyfriend's name on you.
Yeah.
And then there's like a cover up. I always like that with tattoo. Like somebody has like a little, I don't know, 4-leaf clover.
Right.
And like, yeah, just gonna get a cover up, and next thing you know, it's the whole
Exactly.
arm. It's like, well, we did cover it up. We covered up everything.
A couple minutes, I gotta log in.
Is it that late already?
We'll run this one out, and we'll make a short episode.
Okay. We have 2 in the dark side.
2 in the dark side.
Well, we got 10 minutes of darkness with no video.
Okay.
So it's almost a full episode.
Good enough.
I got lots of notes.
I don't know why that didn't happen.
I don't know.
That was weird, but whatever.
It happens.
Technical difficulties.
So, I mean, we should microchip everybody. Not everybody. Just the illegals.
We should also whip them,
Right.
I think. Maybe
I thought they almost did. Got in trouble for that. But
drag a few behind cars.
I wonder. Now I wonder what, imagine, so you got this influx, they chip everybody, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now they're either going to a place like Total Recall, trying to get that thing sucked out of them.
Right.
Or, the court date comes and they're like, okay, it's June 9th, where's everybody? Flip the switch and they're like, oh, okay, there's some here, some there. But they're dead. There's just these little chips just scattered everywhere. Just dead people, in fields. And they wouldn't be missing persons, we'd find them. Right?
Missing bodies.
Right. I mean,
Right.
we microchip dogs.
So people are dogs.
Most.
Okay.
No, it's a small price to pay for freedom. No,
Who's freedom?
your illegal immigrant status.
You're not free if you're chipped.
Well, you're chipped, right? So let's say you get chipped. You're over the border. You're doing your thing. You're living your life. The signal goes off.
I think it would just be easier just to shut down the border, wouldn't it?
You would think.
Yeah.
But-
I mean, it would. Whatever. People will come up to the gate. They'll be like, "Hey, can I come in?"
No.
And somebody will make a decision there.
And
You know, like, do we lower the
Right.
gate or what? You know, whatever we do,
Right.
and let them in, and
But-
we don't have to shoot people or
Right.
chase them down or
Or,
any of that shit.
Right. But if we chip them because this is where we're at,
Mm-hmm.
you go for your court case. What's your problem? No, I was escaping political persecution, whatever they lie about, right?
Right.
And the judge goes, okay, you've been a productive member for 6 months, right? Yeah. And they take them in the back. They take a little magnet or whatever, find that chip and get it out of you. And then you're...
But once they chip you, would they ever take it out?
Probably not, but I'm saying.
Right.
They pretend. They go, oh, got it. You know, like, I got your nose. Got your chip.
What if they use that was your Google Pay, and you had to just put your neck
you
up to the payment?
Put your head in the scanner. Think, think. How come you're not your eye?
They could use the scanner instead of,
Right.
scanning your Cheez-Its. They just hit your neck
Yeah, right.
and paid.
Yep. Ding, ding. Oh, your account's all. You get easy pass. Put your head out the window. I mean, you got to think it's coming, right?
Sure.
You're going to get the first group of voluntary.
I think we should do that.
Chip people?
Yeah, I want to see people pay for their Easy Pass with their neck.
Don't. You hit them on the way down. Drive fast. You just drive 3 miles an hour just so you can.
You pay for everything like that. That'd be great.
Just stick your head up.
Sure.
Maybe you put the receiver of the chip.
You go to Five Guys, they're like, ding.
I was going to say, maybe Five Guys, you take that first bite. Once it runs by it, it scans.
Pay by the bite.
Like a mini bar. Like the mini bar. As soon as you open it, you take the bottle off the weight. It charges you. As soon as the burger crosses the plane, it scans it.
That's it. Ring me up.
But it only took one bite. Well, you get the whole burger.
That's it. Well, you can't return a bitten burger.
Well, you could cut it, I guess. Only 8.5. No.
No. I'm selling no half burgers.
We're selling them. So,
Maybe they should sell a half burger.
watching your weight, half burger.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Maybe not everybody wants a whole burger.
Maybe that's your new business model, half burger.
Half burger.
I'll have a double half burger.
There you go.
It's not a whole fucking burger, you dummy. But people might buy it first. They're like, look, I'm eating a triple half burger. They think they're like, it's better for them.
Sure.
Because people like that, right? It's low fat, so I can eat more of it. That's a good one, Somebody told me that low fat just means it's the same stuff, just less of it.
Well, it has lower fat content, right?
Well, supposedly it doesn't. It's just
Depends what it
the
is.
serving size is just less of it.
But that would be a smaller serving size, not less fat.
But they say it's less fat because it's smaller serving size.
I see what you're saying.
Right.
I got you.
It's not less fat technically because it's the same goo.
Okay, so they're lying.
Right.
They're playing
They're
word
manipulating.
games.
Yeah, they're manipulating the truth.
Pricks.
1.5 teaspoons is low fat. However, 2 teaspoons is full fat. But it's the same makeup.
I see what you're saying.
I don't know if it's true. Just what I heard.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to any of that stuff.
No. I go to the gym.
Just eat what I want.
I go to the gym 5 days a week now. I don't give a shit.
Oh, look at you, Master Jimmer.
Yeah. Yeah. What's that noise?
A fan.
I thought there was a wave. When we move near the ocean.
I should get one of those wave things. I used to have one of those.
It's relaxing.
Yeah. Just watch that.
Oh.
Like the old school thing?
Yeah.
It's kind of like a lava lamp, but it's actually a wave.
Mm-hmm. And just maybe throw a bag of sand on the floor.
That was pretty cool.
Living room.
Pretend.
Yeah.
Some seagull noises.
Little mister.
Sure.
it sucks that you have to do things that you don't want to do now. Go to the gym.
If you get sand though, you'd have to get like some sand dollars and a starfish.
Oh yeah,
throw it down
it
there.
would get carried away.
Yeah, like an empty Coors Light can, something.
Hypodermic.
Yeah, make it like home.
You end up near Sandy Hook and there's a bomb. Unexploded
Was there
ordnance.
a bomb down there?
I was by an unexploded ordnance once.
Was what?
Unexploded ordnance, like it was a shell.
Okay.
Cannon shell. A missile, whatever you call it, a bullet. I don't know. You call it a bullet when it comes out of a battleship.
Okay.
Whatever.
Shell.
Yeah. So it was taped off with the park ranger. Please don't go near the shell. Please don't go near the shell. It eroded, I guess, from the tide in and out, and there it was.
Was there a fort down there? Well, Fort Monmouth, right?
Yeah, the boats were right there on the end there. Is that Earl? Earl Naval Base?
Got me.
I think it's Earl.
I don't know shit about my own state.
Yeah, or your American government army.
They're coming. That's all I know.
Yeah, have you ready?
We're so screwed.
I'll just be one of those assholes that go out on the porch with my drink. Where are you guys going? Get back in the house. Just trying to see where you guys are all going.
What's going on out here?
I mean, do you think... I mean, obviously there'll probably never ever be a true invasion of America. It's too much landmass. America...
Will they even need to?
No, they'll just let it melt down.
It's all done on the inside.
Like Rome, right? They'll just melt down like Rome.
Current administration's all tied with the CCP anyway, so they're already here.
Right. That's on my list, too.
All right.
Chinese infiltrators.
Great.
Like they have their own police stations. What is that?
They got shut down.
Did they shut them down?
Well, then that's how we know about it, right?
Right. But did you ever notice that? How, like, do they allow that? They don't allow that in any other country. You know how, like, they have the Jewish ambulances in New York City.
Right.
There's these Jewish schools, Chinese schools. You know what I mean? Like, is that allowed in Japan? You think there's a Russian school with a Russian police station in Japan?
The police station, I don't think is probably legal anywhere.
Right.
It wasn't legal here.
That was the first time I've ever heard that.
Yeah.
So they're keeping ties on Chinese nationals?
I don't know what they're doing.
Right. I mean,
I guess.
I don't know. It was a shock.
They're policing Chinatown? I don't know. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah. But it's just weird that it's there. How long has it been there? Or how long have they been there? There's more than one.
Who knows? Who knows, my brother?
But is that because we have so much space? This stuff can go on unchecked for long periods of time. Obviously, you're not going to have an undercover Chinese police station in nowhere, Mississippi. Not enough Chinese people.
Why not?
It's not enough Chinese people to police.
Maybe they're not policing Chinese people. Maybe they're policing everybody else.
Surveilling?
Yeah.
Keeping an eye on what goes on?
Sure.
Like a casino? They come over and hit you with the cattle prod, and they take you behind the noodle bar, and next thing you know, you're getting beat up by the Chinese mafia. Well, I mean, mahjong pit? I don't know what goes on at Chinatown. But like that stuff can hide in plain sight in major cities. It would stick out as a sore thumb in certain areas, right?
How would you even know it's there if it's hidden?
Well, it's like I said, in plain sight in New York. There's lots of people that are Chinese. Not a lot of Chinese people in the middle of Detroit.
I think you're wrong.
You think there's more people in Detroit than you?
I think there's more ethnic diversity through this country than you realize.
I don't doubt there's the ethnic diversity.
Yeah.
But I think it tends to get thinner away from the cities.
Sure. Okay.
You know what I mean?
But why would they need to police away from the cities?
Don't they
There's no people out there.
But don't they police Chinese people everywhere?
Maybe they're not. That's what I'm saying. Why do you think they're only policing Chinese people?
I don't know, because the name of the door was the Chinese police.
They're Chinese, and they believe they're the police. Doesn't mean they're policing Chinese people.
Seems like if you got caught shoplifting in a
I think they're spies. That's what I think.
right?
Yeah.
But you wouldn't have a chip on the door, Chinese police department, if you're a spy, would you?
Did they have a plaque?
I don't know. I mean, I get it. If you went into one of them little stores in Chinatown, you got busted stealing finger. Do you think they put the finger cuffs on you?
Precinct number 1.
They put your hands on your back. You put your fingers in that thing.
Chinese handcuffs.
Yeah. They lock you in one of them boxes. You got to move all the stuff to open them. I mean, they got to do something with all that technology.
Sure.
I mean, we're doomed.
It's over, Johnny.
But they don't have the resources, obviously.
Who?
The Chinese police station in the middle of New York wouldn't have the resources to overthrow New York. They may provide intelligence,
Okay,
but they couldn't take over the city.
Why would they want to take over the city?
I don't know, just to have a stronghold in America.
I mean, that police department.
Well, I'm saying if that was their way to get into the city. I mean, they obviously...
They were already in.
Right, but they couldn't bring more.
What are you talking about?
They couldn't bring a level of Chinese nationals to tip the balance.
Sure they could. There's a billion of them.
Yeah, but I don't think they could supply them and arm them and everything.
They don't have to arm anybody. You just come over and get jobs, and you become all the doctors, engineers, and everything that they are.
And then just...
And then they just say, guess what?
We're all the
now
doctors.
China.
We're all the doctors.
It's a war that doesn't need to shoot any bullets. It's over.
I don't know.
So taken down from the inside.
Well, does that mean the ball's rolling? It's never going to stop? Will there ever be an administration that could stop?
We just have to get rid of all the Chinese in the country.
And who's going to?
We need to flush them out.
And who's going to do all the things that they do?
Mexicans. We'll teach them.
You think they're going to just roll right in? And probably a lot of other nationals are doing the things for them, right? It's like...
well, there's got to be a percentage of people that are definitely working for the CCP, right?
Right, and same with us. I think we have people working for us.
Of course,
over
it's
there.
all a fucking game.
Right.
Everything's a game.
Mm-hmm.
And who loses?
You think they still do it like old school, like they hand briefcases over, walking across one another, and like the old espionage shows?
No, it's all crypto now.
All of a sudden he turns the stone and there's a message in the stone.
They should go back to that.
Right?
Yeah. Now it's too much chips and, you see all these shows and they're like, hand them a friggin' fob.
Yeah, USB drive, come on.
It's not cool.
But you're hanging out and all of a sudden...
It's got to be a briefcase. You open it up and there's like vials of glowing green liquid or something.
All of a sudden you're eating...
And everything's foam and everything's fitted perfectly in there.
You're downstairs eating dinner, all of a sudden a pigeon flies into your neighbor's house.
Chinese pigeon?
Yeah, it gets the message.
Oh, all right.
I don't know what else.
What else?
It's a crane. A crane, maybe? A pigeon? He's a Japanese spy.
There you go. Let me just throw a carp through the window. A koi.
A koi. Yeah, maybe he's got a large koi pond.
Japanese.
There's going to be Japanese spies
Who
here,
the hell
too.
knows?
There's spies for every country here. Any country that hates us, there's a spy here. Iranians, right? Afghanistan. I'm sure Iraq.
I think they're spies for
Russia,
even people that like us.
Canada. It's Canadian spies.
I think all Canadians are spies. Blame Canada.
I think it's fake that they're nice. I don't think they're all nice. They always say Canadians are nice. They're not nice. I mean, Alex Lifeson punched a cop, so how nice is he? He was in Rush. Him and his son.
Depends what the cop was doing, I guess.
Alex,
or what he was doing. Was he drunk? Was he drinking wine?
He was probably drinking because he looks like a bit of a drinker. But he also looks like he could
he likes wine.
He looks like he could take a punch, too.
Don't they they have their own wine, right?
Probably.
Rush?
They all do.
They have their own beer, I think, too.
But, so supposedly it was obnoxiously dancing or something.
Okay.
And then
suggestively.
The cops took care of him. Beat him, threw him to the ground, whatever.
Where was it? Was it in the States?
Yeah. It was I forget where it was. It was at some like New Year's Eve party.
Wait, a guy is drunkenly dancing at a New Year's Eve party?
Disturbing other guests. Yeah, I can't believe.
Disturbing guests?
The problem is because already got the preconceived notion he's Canadian and nice.
Oh, that's what it is.
So that puts
We
this
had to
added
straighten
pressure.
him out.
Right. Like, I can't believe you come here pretending to be nice and Canadian. Now you're throwing punches.
He's drunk.
But I feel like he could take a punch.
You think Canadians don't fight?
I think they fight hard. They're hockey players.
And they're drunks.
So what else you going to do in the snow?
That's it. Fight and you fuck. That's it. And hockey, eh?
Hey, yoser.
That's it.
I mean, but they've got spies. Everybody's got a spy here, right?
Right.
Who are they? I mean, like, what are they reporting to Canada? Yeah, no status quo. They all hate each other. You know, they're not nice to each other like we are.
No. Trudeau's not nice to them.
No, he's mean.
Yeah.
He doesn't like his people. But how? It feels like he's been in office for like 8 years, 10 years. Do they vote over there?
I don't know what they do.
It doesn't seem like they've elected anybody ever.
Yeah. Wait. I think they did just have an election.
Did they?
Yeah. Well, I mean, not like just, but maybe a couple years ago. Got heartburn. That's right.
Look out.
God, that hurt. Oh, how the hell am I gonna?
Do you know all these things? Municipal elections?
When was Trudeau elected?
1979.
The electoral history of Justin Trudeau.
2015.
And having won 3. Wait,
3 elections.
that was before.
How long are you allowed to serve? 7 years?
It's been for 7 years.
He's the 10th out of 20. You allowed to be Prime Minister forever?
I guess. Oh, we got 10 seconds.
We have no term limits over there.
We got 10 seconds. 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5. We're done.
All right.
TOT!
See ya.